guys, CGXtube here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build one of the most requested things on my YouTube channel, and that is this animal barn right behind me here. It's the most requested thing because it's really the only thing you guys have requested for me to build that I've shown on my YouTube channel or on my survival world. And I'll just give you a quick tour of it here just so for the people who haven't seen it before can get a good look at it and decide if they want to join us for learning how to build it or not. So down there we have all of our animals, cows, sheep, and up here we have our chicken farm to produce eggs and storage for them. And that's pretty much all of it. We don't really actually have any sheep down here because someone let the wolves out, who let the dogs out, and killed all of our sheep. So, a little bit of a problem. But yeah, let's jump into the tutorial on how to build this sucker. Alright, so before we get started on the animal barn, you might be asking yourself, what am I going to need for supplies? And I can't tell you the exact amount. I am American, so way too lazy to go through and count all the blocks for you. I'm sorry, it's my ethnicity. I hope that's the right word. It's not me, it's my ethnicity. Where I was born, my parents' fault. You're going to need a lot of red wool, a lot of black wool, and probably half as much white wool. So that's the best I can do for you, and some wooden planks for the flooring. You are going to probably need more wool though than you think, so it kind of sucks to get halfway through a project and then realize you don't have enough supplies and then you have to keep the video open until you get more. But, so we're going to start kind of with the front of it here, so you're going to want to decide which way you're building it. And we're going to do white wool 6 high, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna get your red wool and just go over 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see, we'll do white wool 1, 2, 3, 4 high. Do that. And then we'll do so that I just placed 4, and then do let's see, 5, 6. So this top bar here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 across. On the 7th block, you're going to want to come down to the ground. That's your entrance right there, so that's kind of what it should look like. That top bar is 8 across, and it is 4 high. So then at the other side, we're going to do 4 red again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and another pillar, 6 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that is going to kind of be the front of your barn. We're going to come back up over here, and just so we don't get mixed up, we're going to have kind of a 4-block diagonal here. You'll see, just if you don't understand, just wait a second, you'll see what I mean. So we're going to have something like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of 4 blocks diagonal, and we're going to do it on the same thing over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of like that. And we're just going to have this come all the way across. So it looks something a little like that. Now we're just going to take our red wool and we are going to fill it in pretty much everything in between the white here. And almost done, almost done. Alright, so this is what the front of your barn should look like. Now we're going to do the sides. This is very symmetrical too, so if you do one side, the other side's going to be the exact same. But what we are going to do is 2 red. You're going to start to notice a pattern here. 4 white, 2 red, 4 white, 2 red, 4 white. And then 2 red. So yeah, it's going to look something kind of like that. And at the end here, we'll get started for the other side. We're going to do white wool 6 high, just like on that side. We're pretty much rebuilding that side over there. So, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to do the same exact thing over here. We are going to do 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2. And then 6 high white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now, I guess we'll just do this side while we're at it. So, you can either listen to me or just kind of look at that side we've already built in your world, and you can skip ahead. But here we go, we're just going to rebuild that side. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 red. Then we're going to have a white that goes up 4 high. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a little dash on the side there. And this is going to be 8 blocks long. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One before the end. Come down 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 red. Hey yo presto. There we go. So now we're going to do the 4 diagonal again. So there 1, 2, 3, 4. Come over to this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to fill in the line just like that. Now we're going to take our red wool and fill this all in just like the other side. Like I said, it's very symmetrical, so if you do one side, you can stop listening to my horrendous voice and just kind of do the other side yourself. Speed up the video, probably speed up your build, and less time taken. But at this point, you're probably starting to realize how much wool it's going to take, and you're freaking out because your wool is diminishing, just like I warned you in the beginning. But feel free to pause the video at any time. You can always come back to it later if you need to get more wool. Okay, now we're going to do the sides. So, this is also pretty simple. With this 4 white wool here, these are going to be our windows. So we're just going to come up 4. 1, 2, yeah, 4, and then come over. So we're pretty much making squares with 2 in the middle, just like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 4 across. Perfect squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Now, we're going to fill most of this in with red wool, but we're only going to go one above the white here. We're not going to go to the very top. So I'll fill in this so you can see. Just start doing it while I'm talking. Just fill in where I am. Don't know if I'm going to speed up the video or not yet. And it should look something like that. So that's going to be the side of your barn. Now, if you noticed in the beginning of the video when I was showing off the one in my survival world, I actually had, let's see if I can find them real quick. Here we are. I had fences here instead of the white wool. At the time, I think the fences, I'm kind of really on the edge what looks better, the white wool or the fences, but the problem with fences is that the wolves, if there's any wolves around, will actually kill the sheep or animals in there through the fences, so you kind of have to have the wool there. But now that I think about that also, the sheep can actually jump out if you do that, so you can either have those in your windows, or you could put like 2 fences right there on the inside when we're doing the interior. Whatever your choice, just, yeah, be weary. Don't always listen to me. I may not always be right. Okay, so now we're going to do this side. Same exact thing like that, just come up 4 high, 4 over, and then, yep, the perfect squares, 4 by 4 by 4, and, let's see, there we go, and we're going to fill this in again, so it's just 1 block above the white windows there. That sheep finally got out of there, jeez. And Alright, so now we'll start filling this in. Again, if you know what's going on, feel free just to skip the video or build while I build. Alright, so that looks good. Looks very good. That's what we should have so far. And now, real quick, I'm gonna stop and figure out what the roof is. I'm having a brain fart on where it starts, and I gotta sleep because it's about nighttime. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're on the roof now. The video's just flying by, isn't it? I hope it is, actually. So, if you haven't stocked up on black wool, now is the time, because all we're going to be really using is black wool here for the roof. Where we're going to want to start is right above this block here, but on the outside of the white, just like that. So you're going to be kind of going diagonal to this block there. And we are going to come all the way across. This is probably going to be one of the more boring parts of the video. And then we're just going to keep going diagonally up, so it should fit right in between those two white blocks. And we'll come across here. And then, so same thing. Oh, and you actually want one overhang, just like that. So it overhangs the side. You can see that perfectly. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. So overhang, and then come all the way across to the same exact part on the other side of the barn. And let's get that overhang here. Same thing, and I'll definitely speed up this part of the video so you don't have to listen to my horrendous voice again. But when we get to the top here, just that all the way across the top. And there we go. I'll talk to you in a couple seconds. Okay, so you should be done with the roof. There's what it looks like. Pretty simple, nothing special to it, nothing too hard. Just gotta remember the overhang. And now we're gonna get started kinda on the bottom of the inside after we'll do the chicken farm area. And what we're gonna do is you're gonna need some wood planks and some fence and a couple gates. Now, you don't have to use wood planks if you're a high roller. I mean, you can use gold, diamond, whatever you want. This is just what I thought looked kind of nice for a regular old farm. And pretty much right in between the openings here, we're going to go straight across, just mine all of this out. And it's going to be replaced with wooden planks. Wooden planks, I think, gives it kind of a more farmy-ish feel. Could be wrong, I don't know, don't really live on a farm. Live almost close to downtown, so not really the cowboy rancher people may expect me to be. And we're just gonna fill this all in with oak. Darn it. What's the best method here? Oh, I hope you guys are enjoying the tutorial so far. This is my first tutorial, so picked a pretty easy build to do my first tutorial on. Hopefully there'll be more to come if you guys want to see more things built than just this little old animal barn. And so we got that filled in. Then we're gonna do, you can either do that all gates or you can do it a couple fences like that, and we're gonna do that on each side here. And just like that. Alright, so now for the animal pens. Pretty much, it's gonna come all the way to the walkway here, and it's gonna go down to, where do I want to go down to? I think it's gonna go right down here. Looks about right. And then this one will be kind of the same thing. It's gonna go starting pretty much at the whites of the windows there. And then we are gonna have a gate there. And we are gonna have a gate there. So we also, I almost forgot, have to put a gate here. It doesn't have to be in that exact location. And we're gonna put a gate there. We might as well just fill this in while we're at it so it looks a bit nicer. And pretty much why we have two gates is so you can come in here with your sheep or whatnot, or whatever animal you're luring in to its trap. And then you close that behind you. And then you open up this one and bring them in. It's also good if you have to come in to slaughter anything or make babies. It's kind of like if you open up the door and the sheep come pouring out trying to get to freedom, they won't just come out. So you have a double fail kind of safe there. And it's going to be the same exact thing on the other side. So we're going to come all the way out to the walkway, come down, and then to that window. So we'll put a gate here, and we'll put a gate here, and a fence there. So that's another little pen. And we'll start at this window, come all the way down. Put a, let's see, a gate there. We'll put a gate there. And we'll put one there. Now, these are, oh, sorry, I just kind of burped a little. And right in here, in my survival world, what I have is, where is everything? Alright, so here I have a chest just to put maybe wool in, my shears, or some other goods I don't want. And then up here I have kind of a ladder way to the roof here. And I'd kind of put this on whatever side people won't be seeing as much, or you can find another way to do it. This is, again, just the way I did it. So for the roof, you're going to need a lot more wooden planks. If you're running out, I'd pause the video and go get more. But we're pretty much just gonna, I say roof, I mean second floor. We're pretty much gonna just fill it all in right here. This is gonna take a couple seconds, so I'll be right back.